And we were wondering,
Are you free for coffee?
Welcome, welcome.
Okay, guys, this is kind of a happy. I loved it.
Okay, we're doing a review
Yes.
of The Color Purple.
The remake.
The new one.
The newest one that just came out.
I hope everybody has seen it by now. And if you haven't, please go.
It's definitely worth watching. And I think it was, I don't know, surprising. Neither one of us like musicals.
No, because
we both enjoyed it.
I'm usually not into musicals, but this was a lovely surprise.
It was good.
It was really good. The one difference I will say between this and the original, I felt it was a lighter, even though the subject matter is very heavy. The movie felt lighter. I didn't feel depressed or heavy when I came out of the.
Some of it was the cinematography. Wouldn't you agree? Like just the way in which it was shot, the colors.
It was very vibrant and very.
And then some of it, the way that some of the endings made more sense. And we'll kind of get into that.
I felt like that too.
Like Celie, her ending was better for me.
Me too.
It was better
Fantasia did a great job.
Baby. Run her whatever award.
My kids disagreed with me on this.
Wait, did they?
I don't know. I felt that they downplayed the love, romantic love between Suge and Celie. I didn't get they alluded to it a little bit, but it wasn't like a real overt thing.
But it wasn't necessary.
No, I didn't feel, for me, it showcased female friendship.
Yes.
And the power of it.
Yes, I agree.
And sisterhood. So, they didn't need it for me, but I don't know. My kids kind of, we kind of had two different opinions of it, but that was noticeably downplayed.
I appreciated that. And I mean, hello, y'all know. I mean, I'm openly bisexual, so obviously it's not an issue with that. It wasn't. I think it showed the beauty of just friendship and support,
right? And
that's relatable in my opinion to everybody.
You.
Yes,
a girl, like you didn't need a man. It was your friend.
It was your friend,
and she was the one that really did end up rescuing Celie,
and I loved it.
Oh my gosh, Taraji, y'all!
Baby.
Did we know Taraji could sing like
not
that?
like that?
Oh my, y'all! She has a beautiful voice.
Yes,
so beautiful, and of course she's cute as she can be.
I loved her.
We love her.
Suge.
But she was so beautiful. All the gorgeous outfits she had, and she has an amazing voice. And if somebody don't give her a record deal, I don't know.
And I don't know if she would want it, but damn, she can sing.
She ought to. She can
sing.
Give her something.
She really can sing, though. Yeah.
Now I did read or she was on an interview or something, and they were asking when they did the Broadway play, they offered it to her then, and she didn't feel that her voice is strong enough. She doesn't have that type of where you can do it every day. Yeah, and it's like it's 8 shows a week. I think Broadway.
Yes,
I mean you need a lot of stamina to do that.
You do, and people. I mean, if you think it's not a big deal, go try to scream for 3 minutes straight. You'll notice your voice has. As someone who used to sing, it's a lot.
Yeah. So she just wasn't in a place to do it, but wow.
Yeah, you talking about could sing.
It was amazing.
And I'm watching thinking Fantasia is going to be the only, or not. You kind of think like Halle Bailey, of course. Like we know she's known for being a singer, so of course. Same thing with Fantasia. So I'm like, Taraji, wait a minute.
And that it was her voice, because I thought, well,
it was amazing.
Dubbed? Is it, you're just thinking, I didn't know she sang.
This girl is lip syncing. No, she could sing.
Oh my gosh.
Sing.
We both felt that Danielle Brooks.
Woo!
She I think that was my favorite character.
What you ain't no think.
She was amazing.
Oh,
as
gosh.
Sophia. And we love Oprah.
Yes.
Of course, Oprah did a great job, but Danielle,
but when you talking about passed the torch and owned it.
Part.
Okay, what was your favorite? Do you have a favorite scene or moment with her?
Oh my gosh. When I started crying was when she was in jail.
Okay, I was gonna say something.
That tore me up when she said she was telling Celie, she was thanking her.
So when she was out of jail.
She was out of jail, but she was thanking her, you visited me every week, you brought me things, and because you did, I knew there was a God.
Yes.
And that tore me up.
And you really have to
think of that
see
scripture about, visiting people in prison and doing work with the poor and helping people, and how you don't know those little things you do, that's somebody's lifeline.
Yeah, because you're free, it seems so small, but to them it's so major.
And I think because Celie was in her own prison.
She was in her own prison and had been.
So she knew what it meant.
So for me,
oh my God, I started crying then, and I just kept crying the whole rest of the
So my throat just closed on me when she was in jail. Now I started to kind of panic. I started to kind of panic during the fight scene, where the guys are approaching her and she's fighting and everything else. And I knew it was going to happen, right? I've seen The Color Purple, but I'm like, but when she looked at her and she was like, "Don't leave me." I was like, oh, like my cheeks. It was Thanksgiving.
Sit there with her. Like, what is that hurting? Just the cruelty and just
people. the guard. She had just, to give a little moment of that story, Celie had just got there. She really just sat down. She uncovered the plate and she told her, the sheriff said, I could make you a plate for Thanksgiving. They said you hadn't been eating. And so she pulls out this plate and just think Black family, Southern, everything you want. Thanksgiving. Things, I mean, just this huge heaping plate. And, Sophia's the big girl. So it's like the idea is this bitch can eat, right? And she just wants her there. She could care less about the food. And no sooner than she really gives her the food, he said, "Meeting time is over." And Celie looked, she said, "But sir, I just got here. Meeting time is over." And so the camera goes to Sophia and she's whimpering, "Don't leave me." And her voice gets just above a whisper of "Don't leave me." And you see Celie doesn't want to go, but she has. I mean, what can she do?
Yeah. Oh, the whole movie.
Now I have goosebumps again.
There's these characters and it shows you the power other people have over them.
Yes.
And it's so sad.
Yes.
And we all have,
because it's really the power to make or break.
As children, as women, in different capacities, at your job, whatever. And these people that really have no business being over anybody.
Yeah. But they have power. Yeah.
And it just, oh my gosh, it's so heartbreaking. But she was phenomenal. I loved when she moved out. And all her sisters came. She had such power about her worth. Like, you couldn't tell that girl.
You couldn't tell her nothing.
Like, look, this house going down.
When she walked into that to the Lewinsky house, that's a whole lot of woman. You coming, Hoppo? Don't keep me waiting.
That was so funny.
I was watching it.
I loved it. And that's why it was so sad to see her beat down.
Yeah.
She had such
her spirit was broken.
A sense of self.
Yes.
That you hated. They nearly beat it out of her.
Yeah,
really.
They did. And when you think about, and I think in hindsight, it showed you they beat her every day.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was Thanksgiving when they brought the plate and look how bruised she was.
Yes.
So what they were showing you was they beat her every day.
Kennedy was saying, "I need to see her eye toe up like Oprah's was." She said, "I couldn't get into it." I was like,
Kennedy,
oh my gosh,
damn it, Kennedy,
get over the eye.
Get over the eye.
Because you remember in the first one,
it was permanently damaged.
Right.
Well, and then this one, her eye was permanently bloodshot. If you all the way to the end.
But did we need that? Now, come on. But that's
Kennedy, I guess Kennedy said, I need the...
She just needed that.
What do you call the makeup,
special effect.
The special effect part of it. Golly, that's hilarious.
But Halle Bailey, the Little Mermaid, was young Nettie. At the beginning, they show them as girls.
Yes.
And she was so a darling. She's just so precious anyway.
And they were convincing.
I forget she's as old as she is. Y'all, you know she just had a baby.
I did not know this.
So they kept it on
I didn't know she was pregnant.
And she handled her business, okay? But she just had a
little
baby. Boy, I think. And I forget she's that old. I just think of her as a kid.
Me too.
But she's a young woman. But she did a great job. Beautiful job. Okay, y'all. The singer was in it, and she played Squeak, who is Harpo's new girlfriend after Sophia. She is gorgeous.
Oh,
I did not realize how gorgeous she was. She wears, she's kind of almost gimmicky in her style.
I guess
very
she is,
bohemian.
now that you say it.
I don't even know what you would classify it. The glasses, the hair, the baggy stuff. So you don't get a real sense of her looks. And I'm sure that's what she wants. You know, you focus on the voice, and I get that. But she is drop dead gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
Just a beautiful, wholesome girl next door.
Yes.
Very clean,
and
natural
you can
beauty.
Sing, which is, you know, that was
gorgeous.
And they kind of, I think this was lighter for me, even in some of the, I guess, the rhetoric, the terminology in the script. And make no mistakes about it, it's still The Color Purple, okay? I'm not saying that. But when they were asking Suge, who is Taraji P. Henson, to sing, and she said, well, it's okay. I mean, we'd appreciate it, but if you can't sing, I's got a voice too. Well, hell, her can sing, right? Mm-hmm. So it was kind of a funny thing that they're just gushing over Suge, and she gets pushed to the back when in reality, this girl's whole life, she's sing.
A singer. Yeah.
She's a singer. So it was, but yeah, she's beautiful.
She's so gorgeous.
Yeah. I forgot where I saw her.
I kind of hope she, you know, of course this is a period movie, and, you know, they're wearing, I don't know, what was it, 1940s get up, you know, but I really want to see more of her, because she is so pretty. I want to see her, I mean, even though, I mean, she could still do Bohemian,
but do you know why?
I just want to see her. She's so gorgeous, just so beautiful.
But I think they do that though because we
focus on it, and
we
I don't
focus so much on the body.
But I just,
because that's her. I'm showing a picture, y'all.
She's
absolutely stunning, but
really beautiful.
I think she wants to be known for her voice and not for her curves.
I get it. But I sure loved seeing her.
Yeah, but she was beautiful dressed like that.
So beautiful. John Batista's in it.
Everybody in this movie.
Everybody.
Everybody, they mama and they daddy.
Suge's husband, Brady.
Yes.
And, you know,
he was cute like that too.
There's a documentary about he and his wife on Netflix. His wife and him have known each other a long time. She had a childhood cancer that came back, I believe. So it's going through their personal life. And while he was winning all kind of awards and doing some really cool things in his career, they were struggling. She was doing chemo and bone marrow, I don't know what all, just everything, all kinds of issues. And it's a very moving story, and she's well now, and they've come out on the other side of it. So he has a really interesting story.
He played that.
So
role.
I loved seeing him too. Yeah. It was kind of fun.
Are you? No, I don't think my friend's on your list. Okay, y'all. So we've talked about this in the past. How I felt about Denzel after Training Day. This came up. I think one of our sexiest about this week.
I just
couldn't see him.
Bad guy.
Y'all, I love Deion Cole.
Oh,
I love Blackish. I like Deion Cole stand up. And I like Deion Cole pre-Blackish, right? So I'm sitting here with a dear friend of mine. Actually, I was like, hey, I'm going to go see The Color Purple. And he's like, okay, I'll go too. And Lisa went and saw it at first show, 11 a.m. I saw this at 10:55 at night, and I recommend taking what Lisa does because it's long.
We're trying to do the matinee. That's why I went with Book Club Kennedy and my daughter-in-law Hillary.
Okay.
We went.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I went after work, after dinner, all the jazz. And it's very long to watch late at night. But anyway, I'm listening to Nettie and Celie's daddy, and it sounds like Deion Cole kind of, but it can't be, right? Because I love Deion Cole and he's jovial and funny and, all the things. And my friend's like, that's Deion Cole. And I'm like, nah, it just can't be because the person's evil. They're so
straight up
evil.
Yeah.
Evil. Hello, we kind of we knew the story, but they didn't show it in the original Color. You knew that the daddy was sleeping with the daughter, was sleeping with Celie, and all the you knew it, but you didn't see it.
Vague in this.
They were
movie. Vague. So you didn't know where the
baby came. You didn't understand.
Yes.
This time in the beginning, Celie's pregnant.
I think she was in the other one, but in the book, I read the book, y'all. I go way back. Even before the movie came out, I read the book. She's saying there's a lot of guilt there.
Yeah.
Even though she's a child.
She's a child.
She has nothing to do with it, and the father raped her. But she's feeling guilt that the father is the father of her baby.
Yeah. Now, it could be, this is where I think our show is so fun. We're of different ages. We're of different generations. So I guess I didn't perceive that when I watched The Color Purple many years ago, right?
You wouldn't have.
Yeah. I wouldn't have got that. But so this time I'm like, this evil son of a bitch.
The book goes into more of it, of course, because she's writing and it's, you're feeling the heaviness
of her journaling.
And she bears this burden for a great part of her life.
Yes.
That my children belong to my father.
Yes.
And that just, the guilt of that.
Just eats at her.
And y'all know the story, I hope. But, when that gets resolved, it's such a weight off of her.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Such a weight.
But so I'm listening and I'm like, this sounds like him. So at some point he sits down and there's enough of a camera angle that I'm like, damn, this is Deon Cole. Now, it's tough because I hated the character. Everyone hates the character. He's a bad guy. But damn, he played that. Didn't he? He was believable.
Doesn't that show how your soul, your character shows on your face? Because didn't he look so different?
He looked so mean.
He wasn't. No, it's still his face. It's still Deon,
right? But we're not talking about
because usually he's so happy, and
goofy,
funny,
kinda,
and all the things, and he has such a beautiful face. But in this, he's so mean.
He
and cruel.
Looked it.
It just like it kind of takes you aback. Like,
it did.
Is that,
me. I
it just registered on.
I have a crush on Deon Cole, so then I'm like,
maybe not.
I was
might ought to rethink that.
I'm like, this ain't my daddy, Deon. Who is this? Right? And so I commend him. He had range, y'all. He really did. I heard
a lot more roles for this. A lot more serious roles.
I think so. And there was no part of him that was comedic, y'all.
None.
There was none.
Zero.
Even with Mr. There were moments where it was kind of a comedic thing, a redemption,
a goofy thing, and then he did have a redemptive arc.
Yeah.
So,
Mr. Yes,
there was no full circle.
There was
with this, just
their daddy. I can't even remember the daddy's name.
We don't know.
He just
asshole daddy.
He was at the whole time.
Oh, and Louis Gossett Jr. was old Mr.
Yes.
And that was another one that I thought, okay, the voice is familiar. He kind of looks
I found it last night because I was like, this man looks familiar to me.
And he's always awesome though.
Yeah.
So, but I was glad to see him again because, he's much older.
Yes.
And I'm sure he's kind of semi-retired, but he did a great job.
He did a damn good job. And I'm going to tell you, he played it older than, how can I put this? When you see him in interviews, he doesn't look as old as the character that he played. But he played it good. You better get your wife together.
Yes.
Talking like that. Well, maybe if you got your son to get... Baby, that dinner scene... Y'all wait till Sophia get out. It gets better, okay? Because Sophia is so broken.
Yes.
Sophia is the level of self-awareness and self-worth, understanding of your own self-worth that you aspire to be. So to see her broken kills you.
Right.
It's
just
like,
beat out of her.
Just beat out of her. It's like, it can't be her. This is not Sophia.
It's
Papo?
It's heartbreaking.
It is.
But you see the full circle and her get it back. The whole story is a story of overcoming and redemption. So it ends on a happy note.
Yes.
And,
honey, he's 87.
Like we say, this is why we love sports.
The underdogs.
You just love seeing people overcome. Yeah. And this is an overcoming type movie. So if you're in the mood for that, we give it 2 thumbs up.
Oh my gosh, all across the board.
It's amazing. And neither one of us are into musicals.
No.
So that
and
wasn't
I'm gonna tell y'all, it wasn't a lot of my issue with musicals is that the script is portrayed through the song.
Yes.
In this movie, the songs were in addition to the script. So you're not lost in trying to navigate a song. Does that make sense?
No, that's exactly how I feel too, because a lot of times with musicals, they're telling the story through the music, and it's like, I need dialogue.
Right.
I need you to go and say that.
Tell Sandy how you feel.
I don't know about these lyrics. And I don't know what that means.
Right.
So yes, it was in addition to put an exclamation point at the end of the thought, so you got it.
I agree.
A little better. But,
and I feel like that was the thing that helped
everybody did a fantastic job. I hope somebody wins an award, please.
Gosh.
There were so many. I
think Deon Cole's part was so short. I don't think that he will, but I hope that this opens doors for him because it showed that he has a very serious
Fantasia
range.
Was amazing.
Baby, Fantasia I bought that shit.
She's so curvy. Gorgeous.
Lisa done
even
called
in the moo-moos, you can see, I was like, She is built like a brick shithouse.
Baby, she is. Baby, Lisa done called me, y'all, talking about, baby, did you know Fantasia was... I said, well, yeah, she's always been a bit voluptuous.
I don't really follow her. Like, I saw her on...
not American Idol.
I did way back in the day.
Yeah, I was in high school. It was my senior year.
But
yeah,
I haven't really followed her career like that.
Oh, I love.
And I just see her every once in a while, you know. So and I mean, she's beautiful.
Yes, I love her.
But in this, you really see like it showcases her lovely hourglass figure. So
and you know,
go
so
Fantasia.
Funny. I love when she came down in the dress, and it was well articulated, because like her shoes were kind of plain, because back then, come on, you didn't just go get shoes on a drop of a dime, like so. Well, but she came down in that nice dress, and Mister was like, I guess we'll go. You know, Mister was like, shit, this was and she thinking, bitch, yes, why you beating on me?
It was like she was gradually.
She was
gaining her self-worth. Yes. And you saw
Honey,
that.
She came down in that little dress. And then Suge standing on the table. You know if Suge sang in the Mister or sang in the ceiling. I'm like, okay, shit. I'm Suge.
Everybody.
I'm a little bit of Suge. I'm a little bit of Sophia. I'm concerned because that's who I am in the movie. I'm Suge and I'm Sophia.
I did love Sophia and I love Fantasia. I did
too. She made me believe it.
Really, she's like Viola in that way. Her face registers a lot of emotion.
Yes.
So that was beautiful.
She's amazing.
They're just, I mean, wow.
And I don't think we listed this person, but I'm a shout out. Now, y'all already know she's one of my favorites. But I don't know what rock I was living under, guys. Y'all know the second part of 2023 was just an upheaval of my life, and that'd be a whole nother show. But because it was, I just missed a lot of shit. So we get to the end, right? And mind y'all, I need to go potty so bad, okay? Because I went at 9:55 at night. I've had dinner, and I'm kind of sticking to dry January. I'm training, guys. So y'all will see more content. I'm training for some runs. So that's really why I'm not drinking. I've even had to cut back coffee because the caffeine dehydrates me too sometimes. So at this point, I've had like 6 mocktails and my bladder is screaming. And I'm like, but I can't miss this because you never told me who Nettie was, the final Nettie. For some reason, we did not talk about this. I think, you know, she got to Fantasia's curves and we didn't get much further than that. Because she said, I don't know anybody look bad in a muumuu, but this bitch is killing it. And so we never got past that. So I'm like, who is Nettie? And I'm thinking, okay, Halle Bailey she's so young. I'm like, I don't think they can doll her up to that level of progression. And if Fantasia was older Celie, then they're going to have another actress. Y'all, so they pull up. Mister done did something right with his life for once in these vibrant ass shimmery pants, which just killed me. And it's Sierra. And if y'all don't know, I love Sierra. I love Sierra. I love Russell Wilson, but I love Sierra.
The part was so small.
It was, I mean, but it mattered.
A lovely job, but I'm just saying it's just kind of a flash.
But the casting was so. She looks like the grown version of Halle Bailey. They did a great transition of that. It was so beautiful to me. It was so peaceful.
Oh, and the party kids, under the trees,
yes,
and the quilts
that you know Celie made. Yes,
I'm gonna have a party like that one day. One day, I'm putting it on my bucket list.
I when I saw it, I was like, oh, Lisa could do this so good. Like,
it just gave you all the feels.
I have goosebumps now. The pageant, not so much pageantry of it, but that the sheer aesthetic
circle moment.
Yes.
Of the hell she had been through.
And then she saw her kids, Celie does.
Oh my gosh, that was so
And so then
beautiful.
I my bladder was not so full, I believe I would have cried when she saw her grandbabies. And she just couldn't. Oh, yeah. She just couldn't fathom that, right?
To get to that point.
Oh, you're talking about a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful just
and
transition.
That her beloved sister had raised her children.
And so in this one, guys, Nettie doesn't marry
the preacher. We don't see the preacher because in the book and in the other one, she goes kind of as a nanny.
Yes,
with this couple who the daddy gave the kids to.
Right,
and they go to Africa as missionaries. The wife gets sick and dies, and she marries the the preacher, the dad, and she raises the children. So they don't give us a glimpse. I mean, she might have, and he might be dead. Who knows what went on, but the grown children and grandchildren come back. It's a beautiful full circle moment. Highly recommend.
It was good.
2 thumbs up.
It was so good, y'all. It was. You gotta go.
And if you haven't seen the first one, go.
Well, here's what's wild about this. And I'm gonna tell y'all, we share a lot with y'all, but I do aspire to have this level of privacy. Sierra was pregnant during this. Think about it. She just had a baby.
Oh, yeah.
Halle Bailey was pregnant during this.
Maybe early pregnant.
Still?
Well, yeah. Look, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm still thinking Little Mermaid. Halle Berry, I just can't even think what? A baby? Wait. I think she's a child, basically. But she's a young kid. Yeah,
it's wild.
Up next, our picks for the sexiest man alive this week. But first, a message from our sponsors.
Lisa, so at this point, I have been rocking with Magic Mind for over a month, and I'm loving it. I'm kind of curious just how you've been enjoying it.
I have been enjoying it too. Now, for me, the ashwagandha factor is because it does address my menopausal symptoms. For me, that's a really game changer, really great game changer.
Okay.
But I have also noticed a reduction in stress.
Okay.
So I did a little research, and it contains a compound called L-theanine. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, which naturally reduces your body's stress levels.
Okay,
so there's actually scientific stuff in there that reduces your stress. So that's always a good thing.
So, I had been just kind of hitting coffee pretty hard. I always drink a lot of coffee, but I think from pumpkin spice season to peppermint mocha season, I've been really excessive with coffee. So I kind of have taken a break, just really, really slowed it down to like 1 cup a day, but I still have matcha. And so I have been adding this to my matcha, and it blends perfectly. Like, you don't know that it's there. But the one day I was out, I had to run to Sprouts. I noticed my energy didn't stay up as long. I had the little momentary jitter. So it does make a huge difference for me. I feel like it's worth the price because I hate that sugar crash, when you have like a really sugary drink or just the jitters, that kind of makes you unproductive. It's the opposite reason of why most of us are drinking coffee or drinking caffeine. So yeah,
and there's matcha in it.
There is. And so it blends
matcha lovers, all the matcha lovers, there's my little daughter-in-law loves matcha, so it is in it. And
I love matcha.
I'm told that matcha is nature's extended release version of caffeine.
I agree.
So you don't get a big hit, but you get just a little all day long.
I love it.
Which is a better way to go. But you guys, for our listening audience, this January, Magic Mind will give you 1 month for free when you subscribe for 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
Which is so awesome. So go to www.magicmind.com/Jan, Jan, free for coffee. And you can sign up. And if you use our code coffee20, you get an additional 20%. So you get the 1 month for free, and you'll get an additional 20% off, which is awesome.
That is perfect.
The deal only lasts until the end of January. So you guys hurry and sign up before it goes away.
Yeah, and that's a perfect way to test it out. Of course, most people, it's the beginning of the year and they're trying to refocus, be productive. This is a great time to kind of try it out, see how you like it. And then once you fall in love with it like we did, you could just keep using it going forward.
Right. And we have said often, your health is your wealth.
Yes.
So this is a perfect time to try something that has so many good things. You guys, it's the tip of the iceberg, really, of what all the good things that are in it. So go to the website, check it out. They have all the research and all the information on there so you can see for yourself what all's in it and what it will do for you, and try it. It's really, really amazing. And like I said, it just an overall sense of health. And that's a great thing.
That is a great feeling. I feel as though my sexiest man alive this week is obvious. Although I really, if I could have double scoop, Suge is going to be, Suge is my, honey, Suge is it, okay? Suge would be my pick, but it's Deion Cole. Even though he
played a bad guy, but...
He has great acting But didn't his face look evil, though?
It did. It looked different. You didn't recognize him.
It was like, wait, this is him?
Because he's always so light.
He is, but it was so
Even when he's serious. On the Old Spice commercials, which crack me up, he's kind of serious, but he still has a lightness.
Yeah, but there was a darkness to him. Really it was menacing. It was scary. But Deion Cole, fine ass. So now I know he's fine and talented. He has range.
Right.
So he's my pick.
He's a good one. I'm going to pick John Batiste.
Okay. A little young for you.
Very young.
No, he's between me and Whitney. Is that too young for you?
Yeah, it's too young. But, I just love him. And he's been through a lot. And
I liked his role, though.
I love his relationship with his wife. I love that he went through that hard thing with her and just manned up.
Yes.
I mean, he really did. And he's a young man. Yeah. And there's, that's a hard thing to do. So that their love story is so beautiful to me. He did such a great job in this. He's so talented. Yes, just so talented. So got to give him a little shout out.
I'm with you on that. And I loved him with him and Suge. When they pulled up, I was like, oh, Mr. about to lose his shit. Because when I noticed, I'm like, who else is in the car? So I was mad. I was like, oh, this is it. Okay, loves, thank you for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you are listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode and find joy in the little things. Until next time.
Part of the Boundless Audio Podcast Network.